Hey friends, welcome back to another video. Did something really stupid before I get into the bankroll management side of things. First of all, I accidentally went to 500 NL except for 100 NL. Ended up having two playable hands from the big blinds. Had ace jack suited. Ended up getting a river straight, so ended up getting quite big there. So started with 50,000 there and got to about 90,000, which is quite big. We had, on the other hand, we had ace king and hit top pair, and then we top kicker obviously with the ace. End up getting a fair, just a little bit there because no one really connected that board. But it was just a little boost. We went from 372,000 to now 407,000. Another thing I've done is now I've actually downloaded a poker tracker, but I'm not going to use it for working out what I'm going to do in the hand. But just a hand history, I've only got the 14-day trial, so should be able to put up some type of graph in about 2 weeks' time from now. Should be pretty interesting. Hopefully it does it for play money as well. So it will show you how I'm tracking with the graph, and we can actually go through hand histories, and we might even go through a session where record a video of me going through my hand histories, and you can see how it's all done and work out where we're going wrong, what we're doing right. Anyway, bankroll management I was looking at. Originally I was thinking about 100 buy-ins, but that's too crazy. That's 5 million chips, so it's going to take a long time. But we're only doing play money, so we could probably go at least 20 buy-ins minimum. So we could probably go, I think we're going to stick to 1 million. So we're going to go to 1 million, which is going to be still quite a bit. Anyway, 1 million, and then we're going to drop down. If we fall, we'll go to 500,000, and then we'll fall down to back to this level. If we get under 200,000, we'll be forced to do sit and goes. Also, I'll do another session sometime where I'll have I'll load up a tournament. This will be on a Friday night sometime in my holidays. I'll do like a tournament, and I'll probably do 3 sit and goes and set that off, and see how we go from there. And realistically, I believe I should be able to beat at least 2 out of 4 sit and goes. Hopefully, I am very rusty at it, but it is low level. I should be able to win it. The tournament, no idea. You can bust first hand. I did have a really good record with tournaments, so we'll just see. The biggest win I did was like a 2,500 with a bloated fish on 888. So that was nice. That was over 1,000 players or something like that. So anyway, let's start playing now. We'll try and head to 1 million, and then we'll go up the levels. So hopefully we don't accidentally do what we did earlier and click on the higher limits, especially when you have the bankroll management, because you can actually just fall very sharply. We were very, very, very lucky that we managed to get those chips. Anyway, so next time, if you ever do that, just get out of the game. Don't get enticed, because if it doesn't go for you, like when you're playing for real money as well, just get out of there, because you're going to get tilted hard if it doesn't hit for you. And then you'll feel like it just takes one bad loss out of a big limit, and then, you're starting to chase chips already. This guy has re-raised us. That's the greedy bet. We're going to fold there. We're being a bit cheeky there with sixes, to be fair, but there was a few draws there, so alright, we're gonna raise here with king jack offsuit from the from the small blind. Go with the steal, that's fine. Obviously, if people are willing to fold more times than not, we don't have a proper read in Zoom, but if you do have a good read on players that are folding too much, you can definitely lower your bet sizing. Hopefully everyone's going pretty well today, so still been very busy at work, so pretty tired. This is a nice little flop. We've got trips now. I'm enticed to do a 3-bet here, or at least raise it up. I'm going to fold. Alright, I'm going to raise. See where we go. He might have clubs. He might try and get it in. He could have... No, okay. He just closes it. There could have been clubs there as well. If someone held a clubs and the turn comes to clubs, we could have lost a bit there, but take the small win. Alright, got an open ender. Can raise here. I'm going to raise here jack 9 in position. Be a little bit wide in position. We don't mind being a little bit wide as long as we're on the dealer button cut off. Not a bad hand. We've got a diamond there. Got the straight. Still Still fighting pretty good here. Okay, I'm gonna bet again. Probably go to about 2,000. If he raises us, we have to call. He could have ace. Okay, so nice 2 little wins there. What did he end up having? Yeah, he had an ace. So we had to... We were going to call him if he raised us. We don't have a calling range, but can't always fold when people raise you. Because if you keep folding, people get exploit you, especially when they just think you have the nuts. We're going to bet 300. Hopefully we're just trying to steal here. Okay, we're going to bet a little bit more since we're out of position there. Probably should have bet there. Not a bad hand. We're going to raise it a little bit sharper too. We've got an open ender. Do we have a good hand here? We're going to raise. Would have the best hand here. I think we could call a bluff there, but he had 7s unfortunately. Alright, we're going to raise a bit more, 900. We've got an open ender here, fold a lot. It is a scare card, but it's not for him though. So that's unfortunate. If he didn't bet like that, we'll probably betting like that too. We couldn't probably... There's a high chance he could have been bluffing in that spot as well, but if he was bluffing with an ace-high hand or pitcher hand, we're lost. So you've got to make sure if you can beat a bluff. We hit at the book, so we're going to try and slow play this. Unless they've got quad 9s. I don't know what they're going to do here. No one's going to bet this. No, it's really hard, it's really hard for someone to connect with the board like that. Hopefully he bets. No. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, pocket 3s. We weren't getting anything. We bet their fold anyway, so we didn't lose any value. Okay, gotta get the free card in the river. There's a reason why you play in position. We could have bet there, but it was against 2 other players. So the chances are they would call. Especially with a 9 or a 10 sometimes in this range. Alright, just gonna let go, just see what he folded. We can bet here in position, a6. We actually had the better hand. Oh wait a sec. Oh, he had the straight. Wow. Okay, he had a straight. That's a shame that we didn't hit the queen because it would have had a bigger straight. So we would have really, really scored big there. Would have like went stacks in. I don't think it was folding a straight there. Okay, I've got a bet here a little bit higher. Check. Hopefully this is good. Hits on the river. That's unfortunate. It does happen. Race 4. We're in no man's land here. Yeah, gotta let that go. We do beat bluffs, but with the jack or queen on the board, it's very hard for him to not have one of those. So most times he's going to have that. Okay, pocket 6s. You can bet a bit here and probably get a fold. Yeah, and that's how you get the pocket wins. They just accumulate. You would have seen it in the previous sessions as well. Just how many times this happens. This is an overbet here. This is a bad way to play from the small blind because I'm only going to call when have him beat, and then he's going to lose a lot. Where he's risking 2,300 to win. He's got to win every time pretty much, and that's not going to happen. As soon as he loses, far out. Okay, we're going to raise here to 600. Got 2 limpers. We got position as well. It's nice. Everyone calls. He has to call. Wow, he shoves all in like an idiot. We're going to let go. We don't beat ace. Okay, so he goes with the steal. Could have been a well-timed steal, but the shove all in, he could be entrapping as well. Could have had pocket 10s, pocket jacks. He probably had medium pair of jacks. A lot of players that don't know how to play post-flop will shove a bit more. So we'll just get out of the way. But don't forget, he will do that at the wrong time as well eventually. People that just keep shoving randomly will eventually run into your better hands. But you just have to be disciplined to keep folding in those positions. Unless you've got an actual good read on someone that just randomly just goes all in or two. If you can work out if they're in, say if they're on tilt. We just let go of that. He likes the king. Yeah, if you can work out someone's on tilt, then you can probably look to call and go for a coin flip. Okay, we've got a spade of aces, so that's good. Ace of spades. Alright, we've got to bet a bit more out of position. And it's hard for him to have a 7 here, but if he does, he's calling. If he doesn't, he might not. So that was good. We needed that win. Alright, we're going to half bet this. A little bit more. Bet to about 900 actually. If he doesn't have a club, it's hard for him to call. If he hasn't connected, he'll also... So we'll do one more. We'll do one more bluff at this. We'll act like we've got a club. He might re-raise, but if he's got it, he's got it. Who cares? I mean, he had a huge chance to fold there. We actually win the hand with 9s. What the hell? He had pocket 7s. So we had value. Alright, we can bet this with pocket... we got 9s, so we can definitely get this. Got a good kicker as well. Happy to win the hand with king 9. So I had a few marginal hands with the wins. Just to bring us back in. There is a schedule to be a restart with PokerStars, so we've got about an hour and 40 minutes. I'm not going to fold, there's a limper. A raise, king queen. Alright, king queen offsuit. Any takers? We've got one taker, we're in position as well. We can half bet this. Hopefully he's at a 10, calls this down. We just want cold calling. 2 pair. We'll go a bit more. Go about 2-8. Because he hit 2 pair, so I think he was going to call. What the hell? He hit 3s. Okay. That was a shame. Got a bit greedy. We're going to fold jack 4. I was trying to get value there with the 2 pair. Unfortunately, had 3. Nice hand. Raise it up. We're definitely folding here with just the 10. Maybe I raised it a little bit much there. And fold. 4-10 suitable fold. 5-2s fold. 9-3 fold. King 2 fold. Yeah, we're going to play King Jack suited. We're going to raise this up to about 400. Typical law you can do is like if you raise 3 big blinds, like bet 3 big blinds to get in. To every limper you add 100. And you can sharpen it up. You can rise it up depending on how many people are calling on the table. Because you want to go heads up against similar type hands. Unless of course you hit the flush with the nut flush, but then more the merrier. Alright, we're gonna bet 1,000 here with the jack. We did bet pre-flop. Our range should be technically better than their range. Not sure what he's doing. Might be a long time just to fold. Sometimes they take a long time and then they do shove or bet bigger. Usually in the case, that's usually a tell to say that they've actually got a really strong hand. You got to think of it this way. They've spent a lot of time deciding what to do and then they shove or they bet big. Tells you that they've probably got a monster. Because usually people who check straight away, they've got a weaker hand. Not all the time though, because people do play multiple tables and then play a lot faster than others. So. But if they're only playing single tables, and I think there is a way you can see if they're only playing single tables. You can see why they're playing fast or, if they're just playing slow. Ace King offsuit. Would be a good hand for us. we only got fours. We're out of position, so we'll let go. Queen 4, we'll let go. Just gonna see what he's gonna do. And we're gonna bet here to 500. Big chance we're gonna be out of position. We're gonna raise to 500 here. Raise the limper. That's a simple steal, it's fine. H3 offsuit's not the greatest hand, but still good hand. Okay, this should be a good steal. Oh, actually, we're gonna try and steal it, but at the same time, we've still got 10s. Spades could come out as well. Alright, so he's probably connected, so we'll check it. He'll probably throw a bet in if he's happy with the board. There you go. So he doesn't want to lose. He's lost value in the hand, so he's trying to make up for it with a shove. Would be an interesting shove if, let's say, if he's got the nuts. And that's sometimes the case. In such a range where they can shove, they will shove in a weird way, and they've either got a blatant bluff or they have the nuts. Then you got to tell yourself, if you think you've caught it in the correct position, how often will they have a bluff, and if it's a good one. So you can easily tell yourself that you've done the wrong thing when you actually lose the hand, but you've done the right thing when you win the hand. So you've got to really work out just that spot, whether or not there's enough bluffs to justify a call. But for us, there's no way. You'd be surprised, sometimes you do random calls, especially against a lot of people who have played against you a lot. They start learning how you play, and then you do random calls and you can throw people off, and sometimes they can be trying to bluff you with stupid hands. You can make some really quick cash if you're really good at pulling out bluffs. As long as you can beat the bluff, that's the other thing. Pocket nines in the small blind. It is a tricky spot, usually medium pairs in the small blinds. Alright, we're going to raise here to 1200. It is a dealer button. If he shoves, we get ace king. Interesting fold. Now I think we've got the best hand. So we're going to bet quite sharp here. Got to raise here 500. I think we're calling. Yeah, he limped in. That was the reason why we did that. So that was the way to play pocket nines. Out of position, got to raise it a bit sharper. So we found a hero call there with pocket nines just because of the way he played pre-flop. So he would have... In this spot, we're going to fold because he's probably got an overpair or a set. Something like that. Let's have a look. Doesn't show. Sometimes they show with a weird two-pair hands as well, which we've seen with this format as well. So we just got out of the way. Got to be willing to top pair though. It seems weak, but you got to make those folds. I've showed you sometimes when you don't make the folds, what happens? You get the bad news, so to speak. Jack 3-6 is a dry board, but there's diamonds at least. Hopefully get 2 diamonds coming up. It's actually a good board, a dry board like that is a good board just to throw a continuation bet and win. Jack 8, we're probably getting out of the way. Ace 6, I'm not playing in the small blind. Pick your spots. As you can see, I'm definitely not playing out of position marginal hands. So if you don't know what a marginal hand is, a marginal hand, so out of position mostly because these two guys are still to play. Marginal hand is like an ace queen or ace jack offsuit. Not even, that's, you know, queen jack, queen 10. Just terrible hands. Even king 10 offsuit, it's a marginal hand. But in position is a different story. We can actually dictate and get free. We can get free cards in position. Our problem with this board is if someone's got an ace, they're not folding. I'm going to try our luck once and then fold. But if someone's got an ace, they're probably calling. So probably should start a rule at, yeah, see if we get a caller. Alright, we'll throw one more. If he's got an ace looking for a 3, I don't think he's calling. If he's good, he's going to shove. Alright, so we just threw another bluff at that. I think just wasn't buying what he was selling there. Or at least that he had a good hand. Actually, I'm going to control myself there. Was looking to raise there in the small blind. Almost did a boo-boo, but no. Thought better of it. Better keep our guns. We can bet here. Actually, no. Under the gun. He's under the gun, so we're not going to bet there. We're not going to raise under the gun range. He's got position, and he's got a better range. He's got a better perceived range. The perceived range is what your range could be. So typically, if you're looking at the position of the table, dealer button typically has the less of the range. Cut off second, these two are should be the most open, like the most played hands. So you should play at least 30%, probably 20 to 30% of hands. Probably around 20%, 25%, and then it goes down to about 20, and then you could play about 15, even right down to 10% of hands sometimes from under the gun. Small blind, 5% of hands. It really depends. Like, you can change your range to the way it suits you, but yeah, you should put, that's the perceived range. So if someone's really tight, under the gun range will be extremely tight. So if you see someone bet with a tight range under the gun, typically you should just get out of the way. But then if you've got aces, then you could probably re-raise, knowing that he might have a pocket pair and he'll get some value. Ace Jack offsuit, he's raised us from the big blinds. A lot of times people raise from the big blinds with the Ace King type of hand. So we're going to get out of the way. It's going to be dominated there a lot of the time. Got top pair here, but I'm not really happy. Okay, we got a straight, but there's a lot of aces there. I think this is a chance to win a small pot and lose a big pot. So we're going to bet a little bit here. Just to see, but I really think... I don't think we could have won much there. We could lose a lot against an ace. Probably... What do they have? Pocket 7s. Well, we're even lucky to get a call there. Pocket 5s. Would really like to hit a 5. So we'll probably make a call here. Got to raise to 500 with Ace King offsuit in position. So I'm going to call after quite a bit there, knowing that we can actually make a lot if we hit a 5. Especially if he's got a king. If he's got a king queen, we could probably go all the way with him. Heads up, this is what you want. It's such a dry board. So we're going to bet half bet. Okay, just get a half bet, so that should be fine. We're going to check here. Okay, we're not going to get greedy, just going to bet all the way down and just beat him with Ace Queen, Ace 10. Ace 10, Ace Queen, something like that. What did he have? Ace 5. So he had an ace. So that's good enough. As you go up higher in the ranks, they're not going to have Ace 5. They will have a better ace than that, but still weaker than you. So that's a typical spot where you just keep winning. We could bluff at this. We're just going to raise to 200. Sometimes they're pre-folded. Going to raise with Queen Jack offsuit, especially against the dealer actually. So this is fine. We're going to raise a little bit more to 900. Get a lot of folds out of him. Don't want to play too much out of position here. He's either going to get out the way or let us know if he's in front. Yeah, so happy to get the win there, especially out of position in the small blind. You just never mess around out of position, or you you're in a boat without an oar, so to speak. Okay, we're in position here. We call once. I think we're just gonna let this go. No, I don't think that hand's gonna help anyone, but if he's got an ace, he's in front. Okay, we can bet here. 1,000. To draw a board again. We got position, usually enough. Not really happy with this one, but we can throw in 2000. Alright, nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna half bet this. I have to call his raise if he ever does that. You have to call regardless. Yeah, so I had 2 pair, but we were priced in anyway. Sometimes in that spot they're gonna have 2 pair. That's common. Oh, he shouldn't be too scared. He's got a scare card here. We gotta bet that. Okay, we'll let it go. Yeah, pocket jacks. Alright, back to reality now. We were going well for a little bit. Now we've gone back to a little bit. We got a lower here, Jack 10. Actually, we could call here. We got a smooth call. We could have 2 playable hands here. 2 playable cards. He could have Ace King. Trying to steal the hand. If he checks to if he checks through, we're good here. Alright, we're gonna call this. He doesn't know where we're at. He might have aces. I'm gonna let this go. Alright, I'm gonna let it go. Generally, pocket pairs there would, non-paired hands there would have let it go. All blind, 6-4 offsuit, 6-4 suited. We've lost the plot there. Looks like it's going well so far, but there is clubs. Hopefully get a 5. That'd be nice. Hopefully Mr. Varach folds. All the folds we want. Be good. We just don't want the 5 of clubs. If the 5 of clubs, we're in trouble. Alright, so we got pocket 6s here. Alright, so we get the best hand here. We're gonna bet quite a bit here just to price him out of any draws. Alright, we just snap that off. So be it. We did the right thing. He did the wrong thing. He ended up winning the hand, but he was priced out of the hand. So we did the right thing. He paid too much to get that last river card. So the amount of times he's going to hit the flush is not worth it compared to how much he paid. So we made the winning play there. So we're happy with that. That's how you don't get upset with those losses. We had the straight. So that's fine. We had the straight, winning hand. Really good percentage to win the hand. So he pays, I don't know, 1 out of 10 times to win the hand. But he paid like 1 out of 2 odds. Not even. He was just well priced out. Maybe he had a 3, but we're just gonna fold this one. Okay, fold that one. We're just gonna like Jack 3, Queen 3 offsuit. I'm a little bit tired, so I'm talking in riddles, so I apologise in advance. If you've got any questions and stuff, feel free to ask in the comments as well. King 10 suited should be good. But we are playing a little bit reckless here though, but we're suited. We got position though, which is nice. Sometimes I shove all in. Okay, so that was a nice little steal. Now this is a spot where we could actually bet. Or we could smoke. Alright, we do finish the action, so it's just call and see if we get clubs. Alright, we want a 10. No clubs though, unfortunately. Rather have clubs on the board. Would have been a handy spot to raise pre-flop and bluff at this, but we're just gonna let go. Let go king 7 offsuit. We're going to be dominated there a lot of the times against under gun range. Against someone tight under the gun range, yeah, ace 10 suited. That's what we've been doing. Ace 10 suited, jacks, queens, kings, aces, ace king suited sort of thing. You know, the bottom out of range is like ace 10 suited and under the gun. And in the small blind, it's probably a little bit tighter again. In the cutoff, ace jack offsuit, we're definitely playing. Probably raising depending what he's doing. Probably open the betting if he's going to take this long. Maybe his connections failed him. Okay, so we're going to open up 300. 5. We hit top pair. If he's got like a king jack, queen jack type hand. He's trying to buy cheaply. Not going to fall for it. He might just fold this. Okay, so he's definitely got something here. Okay, so we keep going for this, and then we're going to go check on the river. We're just going to smooth check, or we're just going to check behind. Alright, nice. He missed his straight. That was fine. Oh, what was that one? We hit 5, but we folded. I don't think we had a chance there. Ace 8 offsuit, got to fold. So on the river bet, he wasn't probably going to call us. He didn't actually hit an ace or a queen. That's fine. Yeah. It'll be good though, getting some of this poker, like getting the history of my cards, and we can show the graph at a later date. We could call behind now. Try and get a 3. So try and set mine. Okay, we'll call 100, get a free card. Maybe he set mining as well. This guy's probably going to raise though. He's not going to have anything to do with it, so it's going to let go. So we're out of position as well. Let go of ace 9, queen 3 suited is gone. Okay, queen jack suited in the cutoff's nice hand. Could be a lot of dominated hands we play against though. So it's one of those type of hands where you've really got to be a bit cautious. If you don't get raised pre-flop, it's usually fine. But you can still be dominated by king queen, king jack. You got to think about those type of hands. I got top pair here, but I'm still not happy, so I'm going to fold. Okay, so we end up stealing that pot. They say offsuit, we fold. Now, it seemed like a tight fold, especially top pair with queen, but it's just such a bad kicker, and they're chasing straights. Probably a flush or maybe a hit. There's a lot of 2 pairs there. Queen with a better kicker. It just screamed disaster. So we just get out of the way. You win a small pot to win a, and you know, win a small pot, but lose a big pot. That's the type of hands queen 3 there or whatever it was going to be. Yeah, we could actually go alright here maybe. He didn't hit. Nice. He might have had an ace. Yeah, ace 7, so that was nice. Alright, king 4. Alright, let's call 50 because we've got spades. We do have a position here. I'm going to just flat call this. We do have a blocker ace. If he bets this, we're calling. If he bets on the flop and then checks on the turn, we should be good. He could have king jack. Could be playing with us here. Alright, I'm gonna let go. I've got a funny feeling about that hand. Feels like King Jack or something. It doesn't feel like we should not have probably played that hand. Probably should not have called pre-flop. I got like a 10-9. I mean, does this feel a bit funny? There's something suspicious there. His hand could have easily been King Jack or a 2-pair type hand there. We're definitely at the bottom of our range playing in that hand, so if we get a bit beat there a lot of times. We don't usually have weaker than that hand in that position. I can let go there. Okay, king queen off. Open up. In the cutoff again. The guy next to me's profile is pretty funny. Alright, everyone's deciding to fold all of a sudden. More than happy if they keep folding. We do have diamonds, so we'll probably raise him. If he's got a bet here, happy he lets go. It is a dry board as well. Would like it if he just calls and we get the diamond as well. Hopefully he's got the king of diamonds. We're going to soon find out if he raises me. Yeah, I think he's got the king of diamonds. Got a shovel in. Yeah, he's got the king of diamonds. Not 10 of diamonds. Oh well, that was a nice hand anyway. He didn't put us on diamonds though. That was pretty risky though in his play. I'm gonna bet here quite sharply, especially with the clubs. If we get raised, we could fold. Sometimes what happens is you do a high enough bet and they won't raise it, they'll call it. And then you know if you beat or not. We'll fold Queen 10 offsuit. We're in position, but things just aren't happening now. We're going to bet here because of the flush draws. We'll check and then just win a small pot. He bets 100. I don't think... I'm going to fold this thinking we're not in front. Yeah, 2-pair. So we lost the hand. So that was really... We saved the 100 there. Many people watching this probably wouldn't have folded that spot. It's a tight fold. Against 2 players. A better and a caller. It was only 100, but still, it's still... The tighter you become at calling, the better you be. Especially when you're not in front. You got marginal hands. Okay, we still... Jack 7 in position is definitely a good hand. Okay, gonna open up 200 here with Queen 5 suited. I'm gonna bet 400 with Jack 7 suited. Against the cutoff range, it could be pretty good here. Hopefully none of the blinds bets into us here. Okay, we'll just drop this. You got excited. No point calling a big blind range. 3-bet. As you can tell, a lot of people have pocket pairs or they'll have ace-x hands. Like an ace type of hand. A strong ace. Okay, we continue the bet. We missed the flop, but it sort of connects to us a little bit here. We're going to half bet this because of the 2 hearts on the board and there's a lot of straights on the board. We actually do get great possibilities here. We're in position as well. The flush comes out, the jack's there. He's putting us on top 2 pairs here. Flush and a straight here. Flush and a jack. I'm just getting out of here. It sucks, but it happens. He puts us on ace king and tries to get more value out of us. But we'll get out of the way. He's probably more likely to have a jack than he is the flush. Okay, we're gonna bet quite big here. 7-2 is usually the worst hand in poker. We're gonna bet this though. A flush draw. Hopefully get some people out with a club. Continue to bet this one. Gonna be a little bit higher. Do have some outs. Looks like we've got a jack. Get the steal, and if they don't buy it, we can get the club on the river, and then we can sell it. Yeah, so that works out alright in the end. They actually folded anyway. Okay, we can raise the 5. Jack 5 suited. We're just getting out of the way there. Okay, king queen in position, flush draw. Alright, we can bet quite big here. I'm happy. We got any king, any queen could be active here as well. Probably half bet should have been enough. In position, you can bet lower. Out of position, bet you charge them for being in position. Alright, king 5. I'm calling just because we've got hearts there suited. Not because of the king, it's because it's suited. In position on the dealer button. Hopefully they don't get raised. Sometimes if you raise in this spot, they re-raise. Okay, gotta open up with pocket 2s. Alright, I got a bet here on the dealer. It's a dry board, perfect for 2s. We're gonna bet this, hopefully we'll win most times. Went. 2s could be good here. Yeah, there we go. The board paired up. We could have bet at it, but then we were only getting called by worse. Jack 2 in the big blind, no thanks. Pocket 3's gonna go in. Okay, we can call if we finish off the action here. We're gonna call anyway. Actually, gonna raise to 450 with pocket 3's. Gonna try and keep things low here with ace 5 suited. See if we can get another club on the board. This is a really scary board for our opponent if he doesn't have an ace or a queen or a heart. We can continue the bet sizing quite big. We've got a heart on the. We've got a heart. So it's another scare card. You know, if he calls, we get a heart. We could possibly win that hand as well. So we win by having a worse hand there. So it's nice. You got to know your spots. Getting cheap cards here. If we get another club on the board, it could be some fireworks. Okay, we're going to open up here with 6-9 suited. It is quite wide, but we're on the dealer button. Do have position. Shoves all in. It's just a steal. Okay, we're calling. Making us charge for a flush. Hopefully get a flush. With this many people in the hand, could be good. The possibilities are endless. Dojan's beat off. We've only got a weak kicker, so we're just going to check into this. Win the hand on the river. It's a shame. There was not actually with 2 clubs there. People were chasing straights. There was top pair with Jack until the end though. So we rivered. We don't play slow, especially with the top pair. Especially on a scary board as well. You're just gonna get caught. You know, hands like, you know, that Queen 10 that was chasing us straight. He was catching up pretty cheap. We're just gonna call behind here with ace 4 suited. A lot of people do raise 3-bet. They do 3-bet with ace 4 suited, but usually against like the cutoff, maybe the hijack. No diamonds. This stinks. We can bet here to 1,000. We're in position. It's just a steal. We didn't actually 3-bet there, so They can't read the hand, so that's nice. They must have totally missed the board. Maybe they had small pockets. So it tells you, if that was the case, under the gun misplayed the hand. Because if they bet pre-flop, if they bet to a 300 pre-flop, and then they bet, you know, quite a bit to about 1,000 against two callers, it's really hard. We're gonna raise here actually because we're in out of position. He shoves it all in. I think we're calling. Okay, we're just going all the way with this. Doesn't matter what he does. Okay, we're just gonna throw his chips in. He calls, he's got his beat, so bet. Ace King suited wins the hand finally. Actually I was gonna fold, but we've got a 6 of clubs. Alright, gotta bet this, see if we get some value. So we ended up getting some thin value there. That was very thin actually. With what did he actually have? Head and ace. So that was pretty thin value. If you can pick those spots too, that's really handy. Okay, got a raise here, ace 4 suited against the limper. Not a bad hand. I mean, not a bad flop. Bet quite sharp. We do have spade possibilities. Got a straight draw. Was a dry board as well. So you can see how continuation bet with the dry board can be successful, especially against a heads up one other player. That was fine. After a shaky start, we've seemed to have recovered a little bit here. I do have a 4. I'm not going to get, you know, big blind special type thing. We're just going to get out of the way. We're not going to get carried away with it. He could have a good hand there. He could have a shit hand. But I'm just not going to get caught up with a terrible hand, especially out of position. We've done that before. 10-2 suited. I could have probably played that in position, that is. So when we play, we want to play on our terms, not on their terms. The ace king suited was a nice enough hand to actually call behind. Or actually, we did raise it up. So we bet here ace 3 suited, offsuit. One caller. Do have spades, we can bet at this. Hopefully get another spade on the turn. We're throwing another bet in. We're going to call behind. A lot of times here, Jack 10 could be active. Not a great hand to see. Not a great card to see the ace. We have a heart. Alright, we'll call once, see what happens. We'd like to see a jack of hearts. Can't see the jack of hearts. Let's call behind and see what happens. So you try bluffing the ace. He probably had pocket pair, medium pocket pair. Yeah, king queen. Okay, so he bet to have. So he had a gut shot. So that was actually a good bluff for our opponent. This didn't work for him this time. Yeah, and it's very hard for him to bet the river there as well. A lot of people that call and they'll have an ace in their hand, where he probably couldn't even beat a bluff. You know, a typical hand there to beat a bluff would be like a pocket pair type hand up against like total air. Air is when you have a hand or 2 cards that didn't connect with the board at all, and they're not pocket pair, so that's air. That's usually when someone says you bluffed with total air. That's when you just didn't connect it, or you don't even have a paired hand. No pairs, nothing. No straights, no draws. Just absolute trash. Okay, we're bet here with 2s. Hit bottom set. We're going to bet quite a bit here in position. Everyone folds. It is what it is. I mean, if they've got a 9, or if they've got... And that's the thing, it looks like a bad bet, but anyone that's got like jacks or 10s or, you know, 9 ace, they're calling. And then your greedy bet doesn't look as bad when you've already got chips and like you've got a decent sized pot in the middle. Alright, got an open endo, got a double gutter. Alright, I'm gonna bet this. 10-9 suit I should have played. Double gutter misses. Could have thrown a bet there. It actually worked, but hindsight's a good thing. Bet 500 here. Got a straight. He's probably got a throw a bet here. He's call. That was chop. If he shoves all in, it would actually be a funny shove there because many people call. Like if you, let's say if you've actually got the chop hand dominated, going all in there could actually work out because it looks like you're just playing silly. But in a cash hand, that's actually a silly thing to do because you're actually going to be playing. You're going to be paying what do you call it? The casino, or you know, you're going to be paying more to the dealer, to the house, so to speak, because the house will take a certain percentage of the pot. So the higher the pot, and you're just bloating the pot. We're going to raise here to about 1200 with pocket kings out of position. Okay, double queens. Just gonna check this. We could be good here though. Okay, we're gonna half bet. If he's got a queen, so be it. Ace is not a great card. We didn't want to see the ace. We've just got a call. He's probably got an ace, got like in the river, so be it. Okay, so he's got a queen. Lucky his stack wasn't big. But I don't think we're calling anyway. Anything more than a half bet there. It was really hard. Against a short stack, a lot of short stackers would have thrown the rest in, just giving up anyway. You'll see that at casino as well, but I'll just throw it in. And we're gonna bet here with any two. Alright, we'll fold with any two. Okay, we're gonna call pocket threes, gonna set mine. Could have folded here. Alright, I gotta fold this one though. Got a higher chance of getting it on the flop than on the turn. Pocket fives, here we go. Open up with pocket fives. Could raise with king nine, but against under the gun, not really sure. Pocket fours, hopefully we get a set. Here we go. Hopefully we get paid with a set this time. We've got mid set this time. We're going to half bet it. I'm not going to bet too big. It is a dry board. He's connected. There's two diamonds on the board. Six-sided. Alright, so if he's got a queen, he's going to raise here, hopefully. Missed the queen. We almost, we really got excited there with the caller. Must have been a flush chase. He must have been blushing, so to speak. I get a raise here, ace 10. Open up with queen, jack, offsuit in the hijack. A lot of people have missed this board. We're going to bet at it. Could be a good steal. If we get raised, we fold. But yeah, it's a good steal. Okay, we're going to open up here, ace 4 suited. I find this really good. It's a really obscure hand. Like a lot of people won't think of you on that hand. Especially if you're playing a really tight range. If you want to open up your range sometimes, occasionally playing these types of hands can just keep your opponents guessing. You can let go. We didn't hit. But you just got to remember, like, you know, as soon as you hit the top pair with that ace 4, it's not usually the best hand. So you've got to be very careful. But if you hit the flush, you've got usually the nutted type hands. So you've got to really learn how to have a story to tell each way your hand plays. Alright. Fold a3. Okay, we're going to fold queen 8 because we didn't finish off the position there. We didn't finish off the action. We can call. We could have raised with pocket 7s there. Alright, got to open up here, get into the better, pre-flop better. It's actually a really nice hand for pocket 7s. So when the board pairs up, typically your pairs will be the strongest hand. So you got to try and defend it. Because if you don't defend it, you're gonna lose on by the river. Most times. So you gotta learn to defend your hands. Okay, nice, this is diamond. But we're not exactly happy with this. It's got mid. Not exactly happy with this. I mean, he just shoves over the top. What's he got, like 7-2? Let's just let go. But eventually one day he's going to run into that when we have top set, mid set, any set. And he's going to lose heaps. Especially with 22,000 there. He's going to get the bad news. But just not this time. Okay, we're going to raise here with pocket 9s. Pocket 9s is a really good hand, mid. It's a dangerous hand though, but you're out of position. But still a good hand. In a tournament, it's a great hand. Okay, so we're trying to set mine here. Got about 1,000 just over. Go for one more bluff. So our range had the king. Why do we bet there? Why didn't we just get the free card? We just went the free card. We do have a lot of outs, but I'm gonna let it go. It's a greedy bet. I have flush and a straight draw. Maybe I should have called there. Alright. What I'm going to do is call it quits, because maybe I should have called there, but I'm not calling because I know it's near the end of the session. So that's another thing too. You can start being on tilt because you're about to finish the session. When you start seeing you being affected by the way you're playing your hands, that's when you should get out. And not a moment too soon. This has been a really good session as well. So we did lose the stack where our opponent really got lucky against us. We charged him the odds to beat us, and he paid, and that's just poker for you. If those calls never won, then poker would never be profitable either. So they've got to be encouraged to make the big plays like that, to win the hands, make bad plays. That's how you become profitable. And without those guys, you can't make anything from poker anyway. Anyway, hopefully you got something out of today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. A bit tired today anyway, so hopefully you can put up with it. Thanks guys, and have a nice day or nice week wherever you are. See ya, bye.